Good morning. It got really, really windy last night for a while, and I woke up this morning and look what happened. The thing came off the pole, so this is all sagging down. That thing right there is supposed to be up here. Because it's so mushy outside, probably the peg came out of the mud. But I slept pretty good, I think. It's 8 o'clock now almost. Oh, my collarbones hurt from the pack. Yeah, but the sleeping bag is really warm, but it doesn't have a draft collar like next to the zipper, so sometimes I can feel the breeze coming in, and the thermarest started deflating again this morning. But anyway, other than that, it was a pretty good night. There's no scary animals near my tent. I did hear coyote singing for a while. That was nice. I like coyote. Oh goodness. Sorry. Okay, so I have to get up because I have to pee. It's kind of cold this morning. I have a few layers on. It's about 6 degrees. When I went up to the privy, I came out of the privy, and there was a deer there, and she was just eating, and then I saw another deer, and then another one, and another one. So it's 2 mother deers with 2 young ones. The young ones still have the spots on their behind, and it was really cool. Like, first there's one, and then another one comes around the corner, and then another one, and each one, as they come around the corner, they stop and look at me like, oh my god, what is that? Do I need to be worried? And then I would just put my head down so they wouldn't feel threatened, and then they're like, oh, okay. So I sat there on the step of the privy for I don't know how long, just watching all these deer, and then they started, walking away. They're grazing, and then one of the ladies from over here, she was coming down the trail, so I was like, be quiet, there's deer. So she was watching them for a while. She kind of followed them up the trail. It's really, really cool. It's a beautiful morning. Check that out. So today is not supposed to be very, not as hot as yesterday. Yesterday was just so gross and sticky. And today is only supposed to, I think the high is like 16 or 17, which for me, that's perfect. I just love that. So I'm going to sit here for a while, hope that my clothes dry, because I don't want to put on cold, wet clothes. That would be yucky. And I'm just going to have a cup of tea right now, and then I need to filter some more water before I can make breakfast. So I'll catch you later. Bacon and eggs for breakfast. Looks like egg soup. But I did freeze-dried egg powder and bacon bits. And then rehydrate with hot water. It doesn't exactly do a scramble, but that's okay. And another cup of tea. So to get some vegetables and nutrients with the eggs and bacon, I just finished the eggs. So I'm just gonna, I rinsed out the egg, and then I'm just gonna have one of these. It is blueberry, grape, blackberry, banana, strawberry, broccoli, zucchini, spinach, acai, and maki berry. Well, I'm gonna take this tarp up to the office. I'm going in for a resupply anyway, so I figured someone left it here, they don't want it, and it shouldn't be back here. So I'm just gonna take it up to the office and let them do with it whatever they want. Got out on the trail, realized I forgot my socks. Oh man. Oh well, at least I remembered. So folks, this is my neighbors at campsite number 2, Owen and Emily. And this is your first time backcountry, yeah?
Backcountry, like
yeah, first time backcountry. And check out Owen, strong dude, carrying a 17-pound tent. And who got the 10-pound mattress?
I got all the food.
Emily's got the 10-pound blow-up mattress. I think that's amazing though, that like no matter you don't have the proper gear, but you do have gear, so you got out here anyway. Yeah. And this is a 2-hour hike in. It's not easy.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, we're on the trail. It'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll get easier as it goes. That's
oh
for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
So,
yeah, for sure. But it's good just to get out there and do it.
Oh yeah, it's a nice break. And
Yeah.
slow everything down for me.
For sure, yeah.
Especially since missing out from the pinky injury on the last trip.
Oh no, yeah, Owen cut his finger off.
on the paddle trip.
On a paddling trip. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, what a trooper.
We did hiking and it worked out.
Yeah.
I know, it was nice.
Cool. Well, let's hit the trail.
That's so exciting.
So I've parted from Emily and Owen. They were parked at the Arab Lake parking lot, and then there's a split to get up to the office. So we've done 4K already, and up to the office to get my resupply for days 3 through 6. And this pack, it's heavy. And it feels heavy. It's probably not, but it feels heavy. Yesterday was a big day for me. And also the sleeping bag that I bought, it's really incredibly warm, so I really like it, but it's a Thermarest Parsec 20, and it's heavier than is advertised, which is really quite annoying. So, and it doesn't compress down as small as I thought it would. So it's taking up a lot of space in my pack. Okay, here I am at the divergence of, the other day I went down that trail. Today, go down here. Check out this pack. It's heavy. 4.5 days of food. We get a brand new trail today. Okay, so when I looked at the map, it looked like the East Archon Trail would take me to the trail where campsite 3 is, but then I get to the East Archon Trail trailhead and it says to campsites 6, 7, and 8. And I look at the map and there's a trail that goes to campsite 3, but there's no sign anywhere that says this way to campsite 3. And over there is the corridor trail from where I just came, and the corridor trail also goes there, but it also did not say anything about this way to campsite 3. So I'm just going to take my chances here, and you know me, wrong way Reba, I've probably just gone the wrong way, but I'm pretty sure that there's a trail that leads off of East Archon to campsite number 3. So, wish me luck. Ha! Not much further on, I finally found a sign for campsite 3. Oh, so I am going in the right direction. Imagine that! Just stopping for a break. Been on trail about an hour-ish. And just want to get some of this weight off my shoulders for a minute or two. The sun's nice though. Vitamin D. So I'm just going to take a couple minutes here. Enjoy the sunshine and the peace and solitude. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Imagine tripping over that. And it's still attached to this tree. Ouchie. Wow, that didn't take me long at all. I'm already here at campsite 3. Tonight I'm staying at 3D, and it looks like I have neighbors. Let me catch my campsite, get to my campsite, and then I'll show you around. Check this out. Big Salmon Lake. There's a fire pit. Bench down by the lake, and ta-da! Well, what do you think? I'm not hating it. This is the view that I will have in the morning. Hopefully we won't roll off the edge. So I was just talking to my neighbor Cindy. She and her husband kayaked in yesterday, and they said that last night the gentleman who was on my site had a visit from a bear. So I may have that to look forward to tonight. They said all he did was like open the zipper on his tent and shine the light, and then the bear ran away. So it should be okay, but I will keep my whistle and my light very, very close. He said he didn't get on the tent pad. He was just like sniffling around. So he might come back tonight because they kind of come back to the same spots sometimes, I think. So anyway, I guess we'll see. Tonight's dinner is going to be chicken and pasta with Alfredo sauce. Little Booger was just about to climb onto my picnic table. It was already up by my tent. That's like Little Bear. Well, another day done. in the tent, getting ready for bed. It's kind of early. I think it's only about 7:45, but that's pretty much what it's been like this trip. And you know what? I didn't get a whole lot of sleep the week before the trip because I was like so excited and nervous. And I would wake up in the middle of the night, oh my God, did I have this? Do I have this? Do I have this? And then I just couldn't get back to sleep. So I didn't get a whole lot of sleep before I came here. So I think I'm catching up now. Plus all the activity all day. Today was only 11 kilometers, I think, 11 and a bit. But still, it's a lot of work. And I'm kind of waiting to find out if this bear turns up tonight. So I'll let you know if it does. Well, good morning. Something tried to come and visit last night a couple times. But all I did was just bang on the tent pad and flash my headlamp and it would like go away. One time it went down, whatever it was, I don't know, went down to the water because I heard a splash. And then the second time I could hear it walk up into the woods. So was it a bear? I don't know. And then at about 20 after 4, I heard something eating breakfast. So I'm going to go and investigate to see what that was. But let's see what this view looks like first thing in the morning. We were supposed to get frost last night. Let's see if it happened. There's no condensation on the inside of the fly, so I'm quite amazed. Okay, so my thermal rest gets squishy every night, and I have to keep blowing it up some. Well, I couldn't find any evidence of somebody having breakfast. But I need my breakfast right now. I'm just warming up my fuel canister. Bye! It was nice meeting you. That was Cindy and Ab. They were my neighbors. And they were out here for a couple of nights. They paddled in. Get this. Cindy's in her 60s, Ab is in his 70s. And they just took up backcountry camping again since 25 years. So Cindy was just like, let's get some kayaks and go backcountry camping. So they just did their first trip. I think that was their first trip here to paddle into Frontenac. They used to backpack and hike in here all the time. But like Cindy said, she's like, she is not too old. Ab's not too old. Nobody is too old. I'm not too old in my 50s. You just got to get out and do something. Like you don't need to just start right off, buy a kayak or buy a backpack and go in backcountry. Just go for a hike. Just go for a walk. You're never too old to enjoy something like this. Never too old. Never gets old. I'm going to give my feet a rinse. You need to take care of your feet. So, a few YouTube channels that I watch. Justin Outdoors out in Alberta, he gave me this idea, a traveling dog bowl. Now the one that he uses is a little bit different, and I did look it up, but they were sold out. But I got this on my shopping spree at the distillery district a couple of weeks ago, and it weighs next to nothing. Seriously, takes up next to no space in my food bag. And then I got this idea from a couple of channels. Deborah on the Go, who is also out west Canada, had these are toilet paper tablets that I bought from Canadian Preparedness, which is another channel I watch, Canadian Prepper. So you just wet this tablet and then it springs out like this. I've never used this yet, so see how it works. So I'm just going to rinse off my feet, really, and then I'll just use this later. Slippers off. Just get some water on the feet. Clean between the toes. I also need to trim a couple of my toenails because I don't want black nail. Yeah. But you need to take care of your feet, especially if you're out hiking all day. No. Come on, Hazel. No, don't do that. So I just met this wonderful lady named Margaret. She's in for a day hike. She has a cabin close by, I think she said. And I just did a hill. Crazy thing. We got to talking. She asked me about the big pack. Had I been camping? Where was I? So I said I was just at 3, going to 4. Told her about my crazy trip. And she said, oh, she used to do big trips like that. She's an older woman. And so she asked me where I'm from. I said Toronto. She said she's from Toronto as well, out the West End. And then she said, but I've also lived in the Arctic. So I said, well, where in the Arctic did you live? She said, well, for a while I was in Iqaluit. And then I spent some time in Pond, and I was like, get out. I have a friend in Pond. So Dawn, I just met a woman who used to live in Pond Inlet. She was there 2012 and then went back up for a visit in 2015 and was going to go back up for a visit last year, but COVID. So you may have met her. Margaret, crazy white hair. Isn't that amazing? Like, here I am, Frontenac Provincial Park, backpacking and camping, and meet a woman who has lived in Pond Inlet, Nunavut. For those of you who don't know where that is, get a map of Canada and just go north. Yeah, Pond is like way, way, way up there. Oh, crazy, crazy world. Bit of a road walk now. Oh, I was talking to Margaret for a long time, so I'm tired. I'm gonna take a break at the parking lot. Back on trail. I just sat down in the middle of the parking lot, like literally in the middle of the parking lot, had some lunch, and talked to a guy named Michelle who was camping last night and had some gear failure, so he came back to his car. He's moving from one site to another anyway. Went back to his car to get the backup gear. Smart man. That water looks yucky. I wonder if trolls live under this bridge. Don't see any. So a little while ago, I thought I heard something in the woods. I didn't know if it was a tree branch that fell or a large animal that I want to avoid. I looked, there's no people ahead of me. And so what I do when I think there might be a large animal around that I want to avoid, I start whistling the tune to the Andy Griffith Show. Strange sounds from the deep. Something like, there's a few of them, I'm guessing frogs, jump out of the water and make this meep 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 sound. Oh dear. Oh dear. He's stuck. Sorry for the wobbles. Interior campsite. No kidding. I just hiked in how many hours to get here? I don't know. But longer than I thought it might be. And you know, I smelled the outhouse before I got here. Still not as bad as site number 1 though. Tonight's dinner might look a little gross, but it's rice ramen noodles with vegetables and tuna and some Kalamata olives. Oh, and some seaweed. And for dessert, well, I just had a very enjoyable evening sitting and talking with my neighbor Ellie and her wee dog. And we had a nice time. She invited me to come sit at her fire with her. And we had a lot of things in common. Female backcountry tripper. She's out here in a canoe. But she's been out here a couple days, and she likes to enjoy the backcountry and solo tripping. But so we have a lot in common, a lot of stuff to talk about. I just kept the camera off. Got a couple of good pictures of the sunset, I think, though. So I can't remember how many kilometers it was today, but not as much as it has been. Tomorrow is going to be even easier, like I think 2 kilometers. So tomorrow is a Nero for sure. But it's kind of chilly right now. It's been very, very windy. We didn't get the rain that was forecast, thankfully, but it's been very, very windy and cold right off the lake. So I am going to bed. I think I can even see my breath. Yeah. Oh, catch you in the morning.